comps in your appraisal that were listed in FMLS. Make sure that when you drive by that the houses that are comps, go drive the comps and see, do the houses that we're calling comps feel like the same kind of neighborhood? They feel like the same kind of house? Do your own due diligence. It's your responsibility to be comfortable with all aspects of it. Go talk to the contractors. You're going to get a repairs list from Charles. Call him up. Go look at the house. Do your own thing until you get comfortable with it in your own clothes. The clients that have the biggest success are the ones who just try it on. Make sure that they're comfortable. And we've got lots of really happy clients as a team. All of the appraisals that we send, virtually all of them, are going to have review appraisers. Because underwriters do not understand how a property cost $70,000 last week and it's worth $150,000 today. So the only way we can help them understand that, they're gonna ask for a second opinion and value because they're going to be nervous about that. Also, this transaction is going to be nothing like any transaction you've ever been a part of before. When you bought your primary residence house, you probably closed in a week and a half. They asked you for 3 pieces of paper, and it was no problem at all. These are very different because your house went from $80,000 to $140,000 in a really short period of time. It's going to take a lot longer. The underwriter's going to ask a whole lot more questions. So just be prepared that this is more like a 45-day experience. This is not the week and a half experience you had when you bought your primary residence. That's not because we're not working very hard as your advocates on your behalf. It's because the underwriter is really nervous about what we're doing, and so they turn the paper over every way they know how to ask all the questions. One of the things I ask is don't be afraid to tell me. I'm not an underwriter. I am your advocate. So let me know what I'm up against. If there's something going on that I need to know about, we really do not want the underwriter to find it out. If there's something going on like, I don't know, this house was sold 18 times in the last 5 minutes or something, What I want to do is I want to write a letter to the underwriter. I'm going to call the account executive. I'm going to discuss the issue with them. I'm going to write a letter to the underwriter. I'm going to make sure that the appraisal and the title are fully disclose everything that's going on with the file so that when the lender opens that file, she's got a letter from me and full disclosure of all of the bad things in the file. When an underwriter sees all of that, they go, okay, all right, we can get around that. If they start to peel away at an onion and they start to find problems, we're dead. Because they feel like we tried to get away with something. And then they're going to be so hard on us. This is why we tend to be, we're much more successful than our competitors in getting these loans done. But you have to trust me. You have to get me what I ask for when I ask for it. And you have to know that it's going to take a while. We will call you every Thursday to give you an update on their file. We stay on top of everybody, but there's a lot of moving pieces in these loans. Do not, whether you work with me or not, do not go work with mortgage people and in the investment world who don't understand investments. They will tell you one of two things. You're a criminal, or they will tell you that they can do it, it's no problem. And then two and a half days before closing, or when your file's been there for 3 months, and you've been paying those hard money payments for 3 months, then they'll say, ooh, well, maybe not. So just choose your partners wisely, and I always kind of say ask if they're investors too. There's lots of mortgage people who are investors, and that really helps. Reserves. Lenders like to have 6 months of reserves. So if you put $3,000 to $5,000 down when you buy the house, the lender's still looking for you to have a little bit of money. We have some ways around that, but you want to think, you don't want to deplete all your cash resources. I need to show 6 months of reserve. So if that's in your retirement, that's fine. If that means you have to take cash advance against your credit card in the beginning so that you don't deplete all your reserves before the refinance, then you do that too. You want to do that well before the transaction. You want to do that a month or two before the transaction so it doesn't show up on your bank statements. And those are all things that, get to know us early in the process, and we'll, am I done?
Keep talking.
Get to know us early in the process, and then we will help counsel you on what the deal is with your particular situation. And I think that is most of it.